Hello and welcome to the BooBoo-Racing channel. Today we are racing at the Brazilian circuit of Interlagos. We are at the 10th round of the FIA series and qualifying was really close. Just 0.7 of a second covering the top 15, the top 10 is covered with 8 different manufacturers. In this race we have to use the 3 compounds of tyre, soft, medium and hard. Fuel does need to be added as well during one of the pit stops. Most of the drivers seem to be going for a 2-stop strategy in this race. The first 5 on the grid, including me, are starting on the soft tyre. The rest behind, it's an assorted mix of medium and hards. I am going to have to make an extra pit stop in this race as I am struggling with the tyre wear on the McLaren. So let's get things underway and start the race. Also in today's video, I'll be awarding someone the Driver of the Race award. As we can see, the man from Greece has got it all out of shape going through the first centre S's. So coming down straight, I don't know what tyres he's on, and I'm presuming he's on mediums at this point, so we have to capitalise on this situation. But he's putting up a good fight and it costs us a bit of time, but I like this guy. I've raced with him a few times and he's very fair, so off we go into the race. Up to 3rd position we go, and the target now is to save our fuel and tyres and keep with the top 2 leaders. When I mention the tyre wear is bad on the McLaren, it's not actually that bad, but what it is that I just can't seem to find the pace after 5 or 6 laps on the soft or the medium tyres. You really struggle to keep the pace going, and that is where you suffer. Halfway through lap 2 and I've come to the realisation that the man from Greece has got it just out of shape on the first bend and he's actually on the soft tyres, and if he is on the mediums he's doing a very good job. I'm coming under severe pressure from him at the moment, even though I'm quite comfortably in the slipstream of the 2 cars ahead. It puts me a bit off balance. I've run a bit wide coming out of the corner, and as we've done that he's got the slip at the inside and we get a half-second penalty. So, mistake on my part, and could it prove costly? As I'm getting ready to serve my penalty, I make another mistake which costs me another second in time penalty. We have lost 2 positions now and down to P5, but the good thing is we're still quite clear of the medium winners behind, and I'm still in the slipstream of 4th place. We join the front of the pack now and we've got the Volkswagen being hunted down by the Ferrari with a Honda behind. The Italian in the Ferrari is looking quite threatening at this point. We have also moved forward to lap 6, so tyre wear should be playing a major part now in how the cars are handling. The Brit in the Volkswagen has regained his composure, and now it's the Ferrari under pressure from the NSX. The Porsche and myself are struggling to hold on to the top 3. I'll use this information to make the first of my 3 stops. As we rejoin from our pit stop, I have put the medium tyres on for this stint, in case I come out in heavy traffic. We are in 8th position now, and it's time to get our head down and chase our leaders. In front of us we have one of the quickest cars at this track, the Mazda Atenza. Behind us we've got the Mercedes AMG. Coming onto the main straight, and the Devon Butler tries to make his claim for the Driver of the Day award. It's not a winner this time, but BooBoo much appreciates his courtesy. Coming up to start the 10th lap, a lot of the front runners are making their pit stops, so it's time to see how well we've worked our medium tyres. We have emerged in 4th position, so it's time to get our head down and see if we can catch these leaders on the medium tyres. The early race leader pits to make his pit stop off of the hard tyres. That promotes us up to 3rd place. coming up to the line once again, and this Volkswagen peels off into the pits this time and leaves me to chase the Italian and the Ferrari. We are coming into the pits for the second of our 3 stops, and we release the Honda to go and get the Ferrari. As we exit the pits on our fresh new tyres, we're on the softs this time, and we've got 7 laps to push as hard as we can to make up for the extra pit stop that I took. We have just about managed to miss that heavy traffic, and we're behind our friend Devon Butler. Onto the main straight, and the Butler does it again. He lets me past. We are up to 4th position now, and it's time to get after these leaders. Coming to the end of lap 16 now, and we've caught our old friend up in the Porsche from the start of the race. You must be on the harder tyre, but we've caught him quite well, and it's about getting him moved on now. We just set the fastest lap of the race, and then nearly lost it going into turn 1, outbraking ourselves. We get a little flash from the Porsche behind, and it's now to try and get after the top 2. We are just about to start the last 2 laps, and looking at my fuel gauge, I notice I've made a mistake and I haven't got enough fuel to do this next lap, so I have to pit a lap earlier than I wanted to get the hard tyres on. As we leave the pits, I emerge in 5th place, but I was soon overtaken by a Spaniard in a Ferrari. I am expecting some of the drivers ahead to pit, as I pitted a lap early, and I'm a bit nervous about being on the hard tyre, as I haven't done much practice on it. Coming up to start the last lap, we can see most of the front runners have pitted, but the Ferrari has stayed out. Now this Spaniard gets my vote for driver of the race. Calderon started the race in 14th place. He started on the hard tyre and pitted straight away, but he's managed to negotiate his way through the traffic and end up in 3rd position. It's unlikely I'm going to be able to catch him either, considering I'm on the hard tyre. So it's a very good job by the Spanish driver. The Honda that started in front of us is now leading the race, with the other Ferrari in 2nd. So we've got a Honda, Ferrari, McLaren, followed by the Volkswagen that was on pole position. Next time on BooBoo-Racing, we come back to England for FIA Series Round 11, and we bring you that from Brands Hatch. A massive well done to the Honda and the 2 Ferraris filling the podium, and we will settle with a good 4th place finish. Thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed.